episode 7.
We are back.
Let's go. All right, we are. We could not find our little shotgunners,
So we're gonna chug.
so we're just gonna. It's gonna be the chug. We got the sugar-free Red Bull. It is delicious,
Staple.
as always. So we're just gonna chug it and then hit it with
Anyone got some
smelling
Tito's?
Ooh, little Tito's.
cheers.
Cheers to the boys. Cheers to the boys.
Natty Champs. It's a slow pour.
It's not a wide mouth.
That's
you know?
a small hole there.
It's a tight hole.
Wish she did say that. Ooh.
Cheers.
That's good.
Bang.
That's
Bing,
refreshing.
Bong. And here,
We
let's get this motherfucker. Blast off.
Hits.
That's good. I can barely smell it. Is that good for my
That
nose?
feels good.
That's not good.
I think my nose been super
right.
dry lately, so
Yeah.
it hurts.
Anyways,
But it gets me going.
Feels fucking great.
gets the boys going every time. Everybody, again, thank you for your continued support. Welcome back, like we said, episode 7. Tommy Lauer, huge shout out. Guy gets us set up and running, and all we got to do is hit start. So thank you, Tommy Lauer with First Community Mortgage. Actually, Tommy's got 3 loans going for me right now.
Let's go,
So,
baby.
That's nice.
Big
Let's
shout out to him for
fucking
that as
go.
well. Taking care of my clients. So thank you, Tommy Lauer.
FCM has been doing right by my buyers, too.
Yeah.
They are killing the game.
Yeah, circle them up, baby.
Here, you guys see them? FCM.
FCM.
They've been slaying.
Yeah, baby.
I know we don't normally shout us out, but we are here at Real Team Real Estate.
it's time for it, baby.
That is what we do. We're all in real estate, slanging houses. So if you or anybody you know are looking to buy or sell, shoot them our podcast, or maybe just shoot them our social media accounts. Appreciate you guys.
We're a
Let's
little more,
dive into this, motherfucker.
a little more
huh?
professional in the.
Let's dive into this.
Let's get it, baby. What a day
I'm
yesterday.
excited for today's pod. I'm excited.
Woo-hoo!
This is a good lineup.
Wow, what a day. All right. We'll get into that shortly. Obviously, each and every one of us are rocking a little Mason Blue. We had a great fucking time
Good
yesterday.
night. It was a good night.
Great
It's
night.
great
Felt
to
great.
be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great
To be a Michigan Wolverine.
It's great.
All right, that's not going to be the whole pod,
Sorry,
though. That's
sorry.
not going to be the whole pod.
Sorry.
We'll
So-
come back to it.
The salt got to us. We needed to get
It
that out.
got to us, baby.
Oh,
So we are going to start with the original starter here, and who wore it best, baby. So this is going to be a good one because it was picked by.
Mr. Kevin DiVirgilio.
Yep, shout out to you.
Shout out Devo.
And that number is number 51.
5-1.
We're going to give
5-1.
Mr. Dill
No, don't let me lead. Don't let me lead.
Yeah,
a couple minutes to
first.
think.
Don't let me lead.
Fuck it, I'll go
Okay,
first.
you can go
blindsiding
first.
me.
You are not allowed to copy, though.
I won't copy. I am going to Google.
All right. You want me to go first?
Am I allowed to Google?
So,
I'll go first. 'cause
I mean, I want you to
There's
not
a-
first.
No.
Before I Google, I feel like there is a linebacker I am looking for.
Good. I mean, that's a good linebacker number.
Well, there's probably a
But
linebacker.
but you know the name's not there. I'm bad at the
So,
name.
so just so you guys know how this goes, we typically, when we prep the show, we'll throw a number out there, and then
Yes.
it's okay. Who do you think of first? And then we look it up and say, "Oh, fuck, who did we miss?"
Correct.
That's typically how it goes. Dill's normally not there for the prep, so he's always clueless on.
He's never there for the prep.
nothing to say. Nothing to
So,
say.
anyways, I'll go first. I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
51, because you're not going to say mine. You already know who
Yeah.
I'm going to say.
Yeah. I love
Local hero, near and dear to my heart. Family for a very long time. Played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mr. Frank Zombo.
Animal at Stevenson High School as well.
Animal at Stevenson, Animal at Central. Had the only sack for the Packers in their Super Bowl win.
Yeah. You got interviewed by ESPN. That was fucking sick, man.
It was big. I love Frank. I love his family. So I'm going to go with him for number 51 on the Chiefs because I enjoyed watching him in his long NFL career.
Yeah.
You know,
It was good,
talking
man.
about a guy that got undrafted and
Yep.
made the most of it. So
He
Frank, shout
Chiefs,
out.
Chiefs and Packers. Did he play anywhere else? Why did
That's
I
it.
think in Bills?
No,
he didn't.
There is a 51, a local guy that played for the Bills and wore 51.
Who?
DiGiorgio.
He was 51 too?
Yes, he
No
was.
shit. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Let's
Yep.
go.
Well, that's
Local
that's Ike.
studs.
That's Stevenson. So yeah, I was there. I was there.
Stud.
Mine. The first number that came to me was
Shocker. McGoogleson over here.
Yeah,
I got some names.
I know.
Coming,
Yeah,
though.
there's some good names.
But I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have known any of these. If I didn't Google, I wouldn't have had
the only one that came to my mind was Dominic Raiola, center for the Lions during
He was
some pretty shitty era, but he was an animal. He was a prick. I have a story about him when I was a kid. We got to the game early. This was when my dad and I had season tickets. I got my Sharpie. I got my thing. I'm like, Dom! No one asks linemen to sign. I know who he is. He doesn't even have a jersey on. Raiola, can you sign this? He starts walking over and he does this. And I'm like, dude, I'm like 10. What do you mean? He wanted me to pay him to fucking sign my book. So,
oh, fuck off, Raiola.
Right.
I was a little bitter from that, but he was a dog. He played tough.
I don't like him anymore.
I know.
Yeah,
fucking prick.
hurt.
I know, dude. It
Hurt
crushed me. What 10-year-old knows the center's fucking name without a jersey on?
Yeah, that too.
Right? I was a loser. I love the fucking.
You're a true big
dude.
fan.
I was. I love the linemen. Fucking yeah, but that era of Lions is it hurts me. Dom was there, and I mean Jeff Backus, and if anyone knows me, knows how I feel about that guy.
Gosder Shirillis.
Not the same era.
Gosder? He was right tackle.
Go on. What you got? 51.
So I mean, I would have known any of these, but top 51s. Dick Butkus
Yep.
was 51.
Ichiro.
Randy Johnson was 51.
For the D-backs.
What was his nickname?
And then I was scrolling a bit more, trying to find someone that
Big Hurt.
I'd recognize a little bit more.
No, was
Terry
it?
Crews was 51 when he was in the NFL.
T. Cruz, baby,
Was he in the NFL or at Western?
at Western. So he actually
This says
roomed.
NFL.
He roomed with a guy that I coached football with at Western.
Did he used to do the titty bounce for him?
Cheeseburger Eddie.
Yeah.
He's from Flint.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no.
All right.
And he played for the Chargers
So
from
you got a
91 to
51?
96.
That's not who I'm choosing, but that's who I thought of first.
I mean, if I'm going to go with GOAT 51, was Randy a dog on the Diamondbacks
Randy was a dog his entire
his whole career?
He killed that
He
bird.
blew up a fucking bird. He blew.
Did you ever see that video?
No.
Dude's goes to pitch, and he hits a fucking bird that flies by, and the bird explodes.
Exploded.
For real?
Because he hits I mean, his fastball was what? 1-something.
101. He was really the first guy that.
Who's
made,
he?
like,
What team is he most known for? I thought it was Texas. Or was that the back end?
No, I think that he was on the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
Who else? Where did he pitch
Seattle?
then? I don't know.
He
Was he ever a Yankee?
No, he was never a Yankee. No,
I
he
think
was not a
D-backs.
Yankee.
I think of D-backs when I think
I
of
do
him.
too, because that's where he exploded the bird.
Yeah.
I thought of Texas.
If I'm going GOAT 51, I'll be honest, Ichiro's probably the guy.
Yeah.
Like he
I'd
was.
probably go Randy.
So-
Everyone's got Randy in their all-time starting five.
So Devo obviously wore it
But
great.
you
He
guys
wore
are
it
much
in
better at
Norway,
baseball than I.
Italy, and Austria. In case you guys didn't
Kevin
know.
DiVirgilio, he
The hockey legend.
he works here at Real Team Real Estate, but boy, can he dangle.
But my 51, just because I know he's listening, goes out to my buddy Todd West, center of the Dakota Cougars. Rocked that center position and showed Dominic Raiola how to actually play the position. So great job, buddy.
Fair enough. All right. Good list. Good list. Good list.
Good list. 51 was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie.
That was tough.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I would have saw more names.
I thought
I saw more hockey.
I thought linebacker. Right? No, 51's
No,
Devo made a good point.
Yeah,
He's like, when they give you 51, it's like,
that's kind of
probably not gonna make the team.
Okay. what are
It was like
what are
Teddy-
hockey ranges?
It was like Teddy Bridgewater when he was wearing, what was that, like 99 or something? What
when he first came to the
what
Lions.
are you doing, dude?
What are like 1 through 10 tens hockey numbers? I mean, there's 90s.
I mean, it's just eras, I feel like.
Yeah, and I think hockey guys are just weird. Like,
Yeah.
Devo didn't want to be 51, but like once he got 51, like he made it his,
he
right?
owned
Like,
that, yeah.
guys make numbers theirs, and hockey dudes are fucking just weirdos in general. Sorry, hockey guys, but
I love you guys.
yeah, you're just a little different.
Hardest sport in the world.
All right. So,
All getting knocked on your ass.
what we're going to do here is we're going to spin, but I'm going to keep
Why?
shuffling
Just
this.
flip a coin.
Nope, shuffle. See, look. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. You guys aren't seeing it. I'm shuffling the people. And where's the roll? I don't know where it's at.
What's happening?
I'm going to roll it. We're going to do
Click
our draft.
No, that's actually insane. I'm done. We're flipping a coin.
We'll just flip a coin from
Me
now
and
on.
Duffy
Who
are
won?
flipping. You did.
Who won?
Don't ask who won.
Who got the first pick?
Click it again.
He has it rigged. It's
I
going to
didn't see
land
it
on him
again.
again.
Hey, look at this. Look.
Click
No.
it again.
Yeah, we see it. Go ahead, click it again.
Oh,
I don't
big,
need to see it.
Big fella one? That was
You want a
good.
paper, rock, scissors?
Might as well.
For the number 2 pick of our draft that is
And I'm
coming
last,
up,
per usual.
it is going to be
Yeah, it's me.
Duff. All right, so our draft for this
I like
week.
this one. I do love this. Might be my favorite draft that we've done.
It's pretty good, and I like it because Super Bowl's coming up, and you got,
Go ahead, sorry.
it's going to be great. So we are going to do the draft of appetizers.
I like it because I feel like we can kind of easily compare, who's got the best spread. Who's got the best spread of apps.
Right.
Chips.
So a
cream.
little bit in here. So I was doing a little talking. This is at a house, at a restaurant, appetizer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Right.
Soup, salad, none on it.
Doesn't count.
What
And
about
at-
wings?
So
That's an appetizer.
I would say wings because we just talked about this. Rocca said it's not, and I said, where is it not on the appetizer menu?
I know, but like
Take
wings
out
are
B.
also
Take out
available.
B Dubs. Where is it the main dish?
Wing stop. Wing snob.
Okay.
Those are
A lot of
wing
people
places.
order wings as their meal.
And a lot of people order them as an appetizer at
I
a Super
agree.
Bowl
And-
party.
I agree.
Have you ever ordered wings and then got a burger? All the time. So
Quite often.
it's an app.
Okay.
Okay, but I would, but I would
agree.
say,
I just wanted to clarify.
I would say
I think I
pizza,
agree.
No.
Pizza, no.
Pizza.
No way.
and I would say like quesadilla, not,
No.
because I think it's more.
Because the quesadilla appetizer is like two
Yep.
triangles.
All right, go.
Okay, so
Pick your fucking pick, you prick.
I already know what's going to.
chicken wings, one.
Okay, buffalo chicken dip.
Really?
Yeah, what do you think I was going to say?
Mozzarella sticks. That's my 3.
Yeah, no. I'm going Super Bowl party. I'm not going restaurant.
I'm thinking a little bit more restaurant.
No,
but,
that's fine.
But
Go
no,
ahead.
yeah.
I'm
Mozzarella
going.
stick for sure.
No, that's fine.
See, you said you're thinking Super Bowl party. That kind of threw me off. I'm just thinking
You can do,
overall.
you can do
appetizer.
whatever.
you want.
It is
I'm going
draft of best appetizer.
Best after. Okay, so mozzarella stick 1, and then chips and salsa.
I mean,
Chips and salsa.
staple of Mexican
I
restaurants.
was gonna say, can I get salsa and guac? But
Nope.
No, you can't. We talked about that.
Personally, I prefer guac, but salsa's better
queso's
overall.
a separate category as well.
Which is what I'm going to go with next was chips and queso.
Yeah, see, it's whichever 3 you prefer. Like I like guac the most.
So that leaves me with a banger.
So give me chips and guac.
And
Chips and guac.
this obviously this doesn't happen at the house, but I'm gonna go calamari
Oh,
because that is one of my most ordered.
Okay.
That's real good. Are we going
out
4
there.
rounds?
Yeah, we always do. And I'm gonna double seafood it, and I'm gonna go bang bang shrimp
Wow.
Okay.
just for my wife.
Yeah, a
She
lot of
loves it.
protein.
And I'm
with the
going to go
appetizer.
I mean, that's
I'm going to
fine.
go with a appetizer you see at Super Bowl parties. Actually, all house parties. Shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, damn it. It was a toss up between the two.
I will literally eat an
I
entire
know.
an entire
Yeah,
platter.
I know. I could eat cocktail
my-
sauce with a fucking spoon.
When my dad was at Red Lobster for all those years, they used to do shrimp trays like out of a truck, and people would come get them by the fucking dozens.
I love them.
And I would eat an entire tray while I was passing them out.
I believe it.
So,
Shrimp needs to be on there. I love it.
It's good. You guys took all the shrimp dishes. Those are shrimps out for me. I
You
mean,
got
bang, bang, and shrimp cocktail.
double back to back here, buddy.
So the third is kind of high ceiling, but I've seen some low floors for it. But spinach and artichoke dip.
It's great.
it's a good one.
Solid.
Love a good spin
good.
dip.
It's solid.
But it's easy to be bad.
Good.
But yeah, spin dip and then damn fourth. Yeah.
Last pick.
What about like breadsticks? Is that an appetizer? I mean,
Sure. What kind of breadstick?
What do you mean by it?
well, like cheesy bread.
Yeah, that's an appetizer.
Cheesy?
Like
Yeah.
you know,
I'll give you cheesy
And I'm
bread.
not the bread they bring you at the table, but like
I'll give you a nice cheesy bread.
if I order like Jetson, I get cheesy bread with it.
You're eating it as an app,
That's my
technically.
app. That's my app.
I'll give you cheesy bread.
That
Cheesy
counts.
bread.
All right.
Cheesy bread's good.
I'm going meatballs.
I love it. Gordon Food Service has a great meatball.
I got a
Just
great
like the Swedish meatballs.
Yeah, I got a great
Or
Super
just
Bowl spread.
meatball?
Meatballs.
Yeah, you guys. I was thinking overall.
So I
You
got
guys' Super
chicken
Bowl
wings,
spread kills mine for
calamari,
sure.
bang bang.
Swedish
Fuck,
meatballs
dude.
can get
I have
deleted.
so many high
They're
up
so
here.
good. I meant
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I am gonna go for the versatility, and because we did it last week, egg rolls.
you
Okay.
can do a lot with them. Reuben egg rolls at Green Lantern, phenomenal.
They're
great.
versatile.
They're great. And I would have gone with this one, but I had 2 fish already. Oysters are top tier. We don't normally get them here because Michigan doesn't really have a great oyster.
Yeah.
But if you go anywhere by seas, that's top tier.
But would you put scallop in the...
No.
An aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
Nachos?
Those are good.
Oh, fuck.
That's a banger. Saganaki.
But again,
Left off.
But see, I'm not...
Steak bites left off. Jalapeno poppers left off. Potato skins left off.
All right.
There's
Underrated. That is, you need at every Super Bowl party. Veggie tray.
Every tray.
You need it.
You do.
Like, you don't think about it.
Someone go get rocket.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
need
I'm
it.
not saying that's
you
not
do
my
need it.
first.
No,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying.
What's the
need it
first
there.
thing you're grabbing on the veggie tray? What's the first dip?
Celery and ranch.
It's the best dipper, right?
And
it's
it's
got the
crunch.
little scoop
Followed
on
by
there.
And the
carrots
crunch.
ranch.
Dude, I was
Great
smashing
crunch.
celery yesterday by itself,
It was-
man. It was
No.
hitting.
There wasn't
When-
any left. That was a whole thing of celery.
There oh.
We ate a whole thing of celery.
So was there any chicken dip left?
No.
Buffalo chicken dip is the
That was
the
gone.
number
some
one,
good
I think,
food.
homemade.
Some good food. we
I
had
don't make
last
mott
night.
sticks at home. You know, you don't make calamari, but you got to have buffalo chicken.
That's fair.
Those two
My
actually
favorite
things-
appetizer is
two of
mozzarella
your
sticks.
apps are what I normally bring. I bring buffalo chicken dip and I bring meatballs.
Yeah.
That's like my
Sweet,
app.
sweet.
just
See,
saying.
you guys were thinking Super Bowl, which I get. That's kind of the move.
was just
upcoming
app.
move.
It was just
Just
apps. I'm just
Yeah,
saying. I
meatballs
was
at-
thinking Super Bowl. I went a different route. My Super Bowl tailgate's better than yours.
I got a lot of chips, and I forgot. See, nachos is kind of because you got some
You
places
get it
got
all.
those big ass $15.
Yeah.
That's a meal. That's a meal.
It is.
So those
And
are
they're
tough.
delicious. Spin
Lot
dip.
of- lot of good-
What do you got? Spin dip. So what was your spread? Spin dip.
Mott sticks, chips and salsa, spin dip, and cheesy bread.
Yeah, you lost.
Not a lot of meat.
I got all the meat.
Well, yeah, but I'm kind of
Calamari,
getting
bang,
ready.
bang,
I'm
shrimp,
thinking of like when I
chicken
sit down
wings,
at Art and
egg rolls.
Jake's. I wasn't thinking of just. I'm thinking about what's coming.
It's all right. You took the L.
Yeah.
Not really.
No, you did. Your appetizers suck.
Okay, name our fucking spreads. I'm the only one that said all my four. Let me hear them.
I got
So I got
chicken
my four.
wings, calamari, bang bang shrimp, and egg rolls.
Josh might win. My Super
Oh,
Bowl.
seafood.
Mine's Super Bowl ready. Buffalo chicken dip.
Like take on bang bang shrimp and burger. Sorry, go ahead, Duff.
I'll go fuck myself. Buffalo chicken dip.
What?
Chips and queso. Shrimp cocktail. And meatballs. It's a great.
That's a good one. I've never been big on shrimp cocktails. If you like shrimp cocktails, that's really fucking good.
I mean,
I lost.
I think I took the dub. Please comment below on who you think won.
Oh.
Moving on to our next one, we are going to do the Mount Rushmore of alcoholic beverages.
I like that.
That is, you could just be very general with this.
So it's like
you could be general.
a drink, like a cocktail or
Correct.
a beer or
A type of cocktail.
not like vodka.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, it could be if
I mean,
you're
you
a sicko and drink
Yeah,
vodka
if
on
you're
the rocks.
straight
Yeah,
vodka.
if
Yeah,
you-
yeah, yeah.
maybe you like
just
vodka martinis.
So we're going like
That's a
beverage.
drink, though.
Yeah.
Beverage.
That's a drink.
I know you guys
Okay.
are-
I like
You
this.
just say vodka.
You're psycho.
You may need to see somebody.
You might like pineapple on pizza.
So if I say beer, do I have to get specific as to
You do not.
what beer?
don't have
or can I
to,
say
You could say like
glass of beer? Pint of beer.
glass of beer.
I said that weird. I know. Who says that?
Fuck.
Give me a nice glass of beer.
I don't
Could
know.
I get a good old pint of beer? Give me your best pint there, buddy.
All right, go
that
ahead.
was stupid.
Go ahead, big guy.
That was stupid.
Lead us off, glass of beer.
That was bad. I'm still like
Can I
kind of
get a warm glass of milk, sir? Fuck.
Fuck. Number one will be everything my go-to whenever I go to any bar, and that will be Tito's and soda. Sprinkling squeezing the lime. That's the go-to drink for me. Mm-hmm. Number two, glass of beer.
Okay.
Number two, gotta have that. Number three, didn't have until I started hanging around with you guys, and I didn't even like them at first, but now I do. Old fashions.
Ooh.
Old fashions.
Okay.
And then number four, I don't drink them a lot anymore, but they're such a staple and they're easy to go to, and I feel like everyone's had them, but Captain and Coke.
Ooh.
Captain and Coke. That I would say that's my Mount Rushmore of alcohol beverage that I drink frequently. Not saying so much best, but those have to be in the arsenal.
Okay.
No tequila.
See, this is hard for me.
It's hard to go for.
because it's like okay, bourbon.
And it's,
Yeah, like
it's how you're feeling too.
But like like last night, I enjoyed Basil Hayden on the rocks.
That was great. That was
It
great.
hit the spot.
But you would have preferred it with some old fashioned too.
No, I wouldn't
No?
have.
Yeah.
Last night it was that kind of
that was
environment
good.
I wanted that.
where I wanted that.
I get that.
on
I
the
get
rocks.
what you're saying.
But I do when I go out to dinner, I want an old fashioned.
I get what you're saying for sure.
that's
That's
like-
tough.
I would say,
So that's one and two.
can bourbon just be one with that?
I think.
Not really, because that's bourbon on the rocks is different than an old fashioned. It's two different
It
beverages.
is. It is. So I'm going to use my
You doing two? Taking two of them?
my one A, one
Two
and one
bourbons?
B. Well, yeah, man, I drink
Yeah, I
bourbon
know,
a
you
lot.
drink a lot of bourbon.
So I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to go Tito's and soda because I need that.
Glass of beer.
I'm not going to say a glass of beer. I'm not a.
Child.
That was bad.
Thank you.
Can I get a sippy cup of beer?
That'll be my
guys-
my knock for episode 7.
jeez.
Can I get a nipple?
Yeah. Do you drink that while
I'm
you
gonna
watch Cat in the Hat?
say-
Give me a little glass of beer.
Ooh, I'm going to say a cold glass hazy haze and blue IPA.
Okay. So you're going specific. You're not just going beer.
I'm not a child.
I asked if,
Cold glass of beer, please.
What kind of beer you like?
all right. I asked at the start of this, do I have to get specific as to the beer?
Well,
and
if
you said
so
no.
here's my thing. If I can't use bourbon as an old fashioned and
Then that's fine. Then I will say Labatt. That's my favorite beer to drink.
Okay.
there.
So
Okay, simple question. I didn't do anything wrong.
mine's going to go
Glass of
through.
beer.
I
That
had
was bad.
I had bourbon, but I was hoping I could get old fashioned with both.
Nope.
So
Go ahead and do what I did.
I'm gonna have to double it up too. I mean,
Yep.
I would say half of the stuff I drink is bourbon,
yeah.
which is also weird because I'm also gonna add whiskey in there because I drink whiskey and Verner's or whiskey and soda. So I'll go whiskey and Verner's.
Well, hold on. Can I add a layer to this? Because I just realized you said glass of bourbon. What kind?
No, I have to.
I said Tito's, and then I said Captain. I'm just saying, should we add what your favorite one is too?
No,
Okay, that's what I was asking. That's all I was asking. Maybe you like. I don't like Woodford Straight. I love Basil Hayden Straight.
That's because you're a pussy.
It's not kind of a pussy. It's because I really like Basil Hayden on the rocks.
Because you're soft.
Basil's good. Woodford's good.
Yeah.
Basil Hayden on the rocks is that's my favorite.
We're
on
doing
the
my
rocks
Mount
bourbon.
Rushmore now. Can you please be quiet? I've only done
I know.
three.
Keep
Sorry,
going
I'm just
in.
trying to
Just-
peel a layer onto this.
Listen, he's still shook from his
And-
glass of beer. He's trying to get out
so
of
my
there.
last one,
Wasn't that bad.
I don't
I'm
like
just saying, I'm the only one getting specific.
I don't like soda.
Glass of
When I
beer
do
specific.
it, the vodka soda, I can't do it. It's not my thing. So if I'm drinking vodka,
That's with Red Bull.
it's with Red Bull.
That's okay.
and that's on there.
That's fair.
So I got bourbon.
Red Bull's better. I'm gonna have a heart attack if I drink 8 of them.
Well, I didn't say you had to kill yourself with it. I'm just saying it's on my Mount Rushmore. It's delicious. If you need a little jump start, what are you doing? I need,
My first
give
drink,
me a vodka Red Bull.
I'm using a smelling salt.
Yeah, no shit, man.
the first drink at the bar is a Tito's and Red Bull. Then I go to Tito's and soda because Red Bull's probably not good to drink.
And it's more expensive.
Yeah, and that.
All right. Nice Mount Rushmore. I enjoyed that. Which brings us to the next category here. The whole reason why we wanted to come on here and talk. It is going to be to sum up the game from last night. The Michigan Wolverines took on the Washington Huskies and fucking buried them.
They did. That was.
That's a downhill, man. I mean, I know it got close for a minute, but
It was a ground and pound and a defense that completely suffocated supposedly the top offense in the nation.
Bro, that was. I know, like, yes, it was suffocating, and I know Penix missed some throws, but he missed throws because our pass rush was fucking just getting after him.
Penix
we
looked
were
like
rushing.
We made the Joe Moore Award look like they
Silly.
were fucking child's play.
and we were rushing 4. We
I
weren't
hate to
bringing
say
a ton of heat.
but it was like Georgia against Michigan 2 years ago.
Yeah, and not quite that bad, but yeah, it was.
Michigan wore the shirts saying, run the ball or whatever, and Georgia didn't have that. But hey, we're talking about the positive
300
here.
yards and 4 touchdowns.
303 on the ground, more than the entire offense
Of Washington.
Up
of
301
Washington.
for
301.
301.
Blake Corum looking like a complete animal.
God, he's so good.
Donovan Edwards.
And the Don showing
Don
that
came alive.
we will have a squad next year.
The Don Show.
Don looked fucking good.
Don gets to his top speed quick.
He's fast. He hits that hole and it was gone.
He's quick.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't touched either in either of those runs.
No.
No, he missed
See,
the
like,
hole
the
in the first
difference-
one and then bounced it and,
Well, that's
and took
and
off.
that's what I was gonna say. Like,
I mean, that's
you
what
can
his
see
0 to top is quick.
There's such a difference between Corum and Edwards.
They're different backs.
Well, they are, but like, and here's why I think Corum will have some success in the NFL. I don't know how great he'll be, but I think he will have some because his vision is out of this. That jump cut he made last week in the fucking Rose Bowl that's next level.
I mean, his touchdown he had yesterday. He had the jump cut in that too, man.
His vision, his movement, lateral movement, where Edwards didn't really he missed the hole, but because we fucking were pounding them, he could still make the
pop
cut
out
to get
and
out.
hit it for a 41.
And yes,
tutty.
he is. His acceleration is different.
Yeah.
He is a difference maker when it comes to that. That's for sure.
And is it because he just hasn't gotten as many carries? He doesn't have.
No, because he.
I feel like he got the rock a lot last year.
He had a lot more opportunities.
But I feel like
last
they
year.
really didn't utilize him.
Not to say they
No,
didn't, but
I
like
feel like we
last year
tried.
it was a.
Well, like
No, we tried
but
early this year.
randomly, what's the third guy? Why can't I think of his name right now?
20 was it?
But they would
Can't
put
recall
him
either.
in. Like, what are you doing? Where's Dom? Why are we spilling him with him? We got
If all stays together, Don could be in for a really big year.
I
I do
agree.
too. Well, here's the thing. He didn't have a good start to the year.
No,
we
he didn't.
did try to utilize him. They were splitting carries
right, and he just
early on.
But
He was missing cuts
last year he looked like almost like the better player.
in the second
In
half.
some
Right.
moments, in some
I mean,
moments.
obviously he got injured, but I'm just saying you could argue, hey, we got Corm and we got
Personally, strictly going off eye test, I think Edwards is a more NFL type running back.
the only thing that makes me nervous is his size, is Corm in the NFL. Mm-hmm. He's small.
If you're going to be small, you have to be really good
have to-
at either speed or ground and pound. And I feel like
Yeah.
Corum's a great balance, but that doesn't work when you're 5'8" in the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Hart. I think Corm was better running back than him, but Michael Hart was a backup in Indy. Mm-hmm. He couldn't take it by himself.
I mean, I could see Corum.
He was a good spill guy, though.
Hart.
Yeah.
I could see Corum being a phenomenal, just like RB2, rotate in, get 3 to 4 yards in the NFL. I don't see him being an every down.
Big-
you're our running back.
How big was Jamal Williams?
He's tall. I think Jamal's like 6'1",
Is he?
6.
Okay, so that was
He's
bad
bigger than
comparison.
Blake.
I was just trying to think of who could be a small. What about
I was almost thinking like a slimmer Gus Edwards
yeah.
for Corum.
My comparison of his ceiling, I said, was Maurice Jones-Drew yesterday.
That's a ceiling.
That's his ceiling. I think that'd be a phenomenal. He was
Yeah.
his legs were twice the size of
yeah.
Corum's.
MJD
which is
well,
crazy.
I don't know.
Fucking
Corum's got
huge.
some fucking tree trunks,
He
bro.
does.
He does.
But he's got some big
Not,
ass legs.
No, I'm sounding too negative on Corum. Let's not get too hard on the best running back in Michigan history.
Yeah, so my big thing is JJ going to stay? What's your thoughts?
Depends what Harbaugh does. He's going to sit down with Harbaugh, and I have a feeling if Harbaugh comes back, he's coming back. If Harbaugh's gone, I think he goes.
I don't think there's a shot Harbaugh stays.
Oh, I don't either.
won't
I
say
said
that.
that. I've been saying that for the last.
I
I've been
think
saying
he's
that
gone.
before Ohio. I've been saying that when he got suspended
Yeah.
the second time.
I think he's gone.
But after that, he ain't coming back.
I think he's going to be a Charger. I think that fits everything for Harbaugh. I think that's where he goes, and we'll see what happens. But hey, don't be negative. We think about the positive. They just
But hey,
fucking
guess
won
what?
the net.
It's great
National
to be.
champ.
He brought.
Oh,
At the end of
Michigan
the day, if he leaves or
Wolverine.
not, he brought one here.
He did.
Now, the other side of this is like, should he stay? There's no reason that this doesn't turn into an Alabama 2010 level dynasty
He could.
if he stays at Michigan.
I mean, what did I say? The best team.
No, I mean, he's
Michigan's
There's
the
too
best
much-
team of the decade.
It is. There's too much unknown for him, though.
Right.
There's too much unknown going into the next season.
And what's going to happen?
What's going to happen with the NCAA? All the violation and all the
well, I
bullshit
think
that
they
went
said
on.
he's getting games next year.
So
So
if I-
why would he
so-
come back?
So if I ask straight up, do you think Jim Harbaugh is a better college or pro coach?
College, 1,000%.
College.
Yeah, I do too.
But
I think his quirkiness,
I know
his
that's a quick. I know that's a quick answer, but like, let's not take
no.
away. He's a
It's-
great NFL coach too.
He's not a great NFL coach. He was a good NFL coach.
He's a
He went to a Super Bowl.
he's
That's
a
Great
great
NFL coaches win Super Bowls. Good ones get there.
He was a great NFL.
And then-
Great NFL coaches win Super Bowls.
I'm not saying he's a Hall of Famer, but
But
I
why
would-
did he leave
if
the
goes
Niners?
if he goes to the NFL, he's right away a top 10 coach in the league.
You can't say that until he does it again.
I could not name 10 people that I'd rather have coach in the NFL than Harbaugh.
Yeah, you could.
I don't
His
think
brother.
It's a whole different.
I'll name 10
coaching
right now.
experience, though.
Go ahead.
His brother, Tomlin, MCDC. You wouldn't want to have Dan Campbell?
Keep going.
I'm taking him.
Okay.
I'm taking him.
Andy Reid.
Okay.
Who is why can't I think of his name?
Gabe?
What's the LaFleur?
Green Bay.
Green Bay. LaFleur.
Okay.
San Fran.
Shanahan.
Shanahan.
Shanny.
Was that 7?
That's 7.
Pete Carroll.
He's done it. He's
He
done
won.
it.
He won it. He won one.
Belichick. You said it?
Belichick.
Guy that's about to get fired.
What about?
But okay, keep
Are you-
going. Keep
you're-
going.
You're
Keep
kidding,
going.
right?
Keep going.
You're going to compare Jim Harbaugh to Belichick.
I'm just saying Belly got a little bit exposed since Brady left, but keep going. You got one more. Right now, there's 3 I would take off your list.
And Nick Sirianni.
You can't deny that one.
He didn't win. And now people are saying Sirianni benefited from having great OCs. Why is Philly struggling? Again, I'm not saying they're bad
Because
coaches.
their defense is
But
horrendous.
Harbaugh won a lot of games in the NFL. No, he didn't win a Super Bowl. Neither did Sirianni. Neither has Matt LaFleur. Neither has MCDC.
So I'm just saying Harbaugh left the 49ers not because the team was doing bad.
No.
There was not an agreement or agreeance between GM and head coach. He's a bit weird.
Yep.
Quirky is
Sure.
how they like to say it, and people don't like to work with him. And at the collegiate level,
That works.
that works.
It
'cause
works.
At the pro level, those are grown men playing. That doesn't fucking work. I don't see.
I think the quirkiness slowly went away as
I don't see Khalil Mack saying fucking.
compared to year one.
His
compared to-
quirkiness is gone.
I
Are
didn't
you
say
kidding?
okay? I shouldn't have said gone.
I don't see Khalil
It's
Mack
less.
saying
when he
that
first started
he's got
Michigan, it
better
was the
than us.
khaki band,
Nobody.
the khaki pants, the sideline
Yeah.
tantrums. Those were all over the place his first 2 years at Michigan,
And they didn't. And they didn't win.
gone.
He had to
Well,
hone,
I'm saying the
hone it in.
quirkiness has gone
And-
down a little
and
bit since being.
And
here.
this is what I'm saying too of how
think so.
the reason why he could stay is he struggled early on, and then when he finally reflected and said, "Hey, I need younger coaches, and I need to let them handle their side of the ball." And he let the O coordinators do that, D coordinators do that, and he was the head coach.
Managed,
And
yeah.
he looked over everything. Where did he get his coordinators through, though?
John,
Okay.
I know where he got him.
Right? So he would take the coordinator. They did well. They went back. He got another coordinator. You think John's giving him anything if he's in fucking the Chargers? No, man.
No.
We're in the same fucking league now. I'm not saying that that's why he's doing it, but they got a good fucking thing going, man. Rotating coaches, doing your thing.
Harbaugh has proven success. in the
Prove
NFL.
yourself as a D coordinator.
And you give him as good a roster as, assuming he goes to the Chargers, you give him as good a roster on paper as the Chargers.
The Chargers should never be where they're at.
It's too good a team.
They're too good of a fucking team.
too talented a team.
You have a 24-year-old quarterback.
Herbert, Eckler, Keenan,
Yeah.
Mike Williams hurt.
All right, so
loaded.
we're gonna move
Let's
on.
hope he stays.
We're gonna move on here.
I will say, sorry,
Um,
you said JJ. I think JJ with NIL. I think JJ's back regardless.
It makes most sense. He's gonna make more money, and
He's
then
not going in the first round. There's too many quarterbacks.
Yeah, how many need him? I'm not doing that in my head right now, but I mean,
There's 4 QBs
what's his
ahead of
floor?
him.
What's his floor? Third, fourth round? He's not going lower.
Floor third.
He's not going later than that.
Floor
No,
third.
he's not.
So what are you making as a third, fourth rounder?
Not as much as he is going to in NIL.
What's Purdy making?
940,000.
That's
Right, I
seven,
know.
but
So
I think
So he might
I
make
think
him
third round is like
cut
1 or 2.
1 or 2. So he's gonna make more
maybe,
in that.
maybe 2.5 for the
So
position.
he'll make more in next year.
I
Just
don't know.
a year
What is
by
he?
himself.
What is he making in NIL?
I'm just
Do we know?
saying.
I thought they
na-
said this year it was a little over $1 million.
I'm just saying.
I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
National championship quarterback coming back.
I agree. He
That's-
should
that-
make more,
that's
but
good.
Michigan isn't known for NIL money.
I know.
Like we're not. Blake's
Yeah.
making 30 grand.
I think he makes more than that.
He made 30 grand. They
Yeah.
put it on paper, and he spent it all fucking giving back to the community, which is why people love Blake.
Yeah.
He was passing out turkeys the day after he tore his ACL last year.
Which brings us to our next category here of our top 5 Michigan football Wolverines. No basketball, no coaches.
Michigan football, top
Michigan
5. Favorite
football.
Players.
Your favorite. Doesn't have to be the best.
Your favorite players.
I will say, Des Howard is one of the big names that come up. Didn't really watch him. Watched the highlights. So he might not be in my top 5.
I'll go first.
Get it?
I'll go in reverse order. Number 5, just snuck into it. I obviously have said very positive things about him. Blake Corum comes in at 5. 4, Hutch. 3, Brian Greasy, 97 quarterback. He was like my idol at that point. So I loved watching Brian Greasy play. And then 1 and 2 have remained Braylon Edwards 2 and Charles at 1. I think we have a very...
Yours will be
very
you guys will be similar. Mine will be a lot different.
Yeah. So your era that you liked Michigan,
I started watching Michigan when Brady Hoke was hired.
I despised that era, and any Michigan fan kind of wants to forget about it.
Yeah, it was bad.
Just it wasn't Michigan football. It wasn't what you felt like, and what's his name? I don't want to steal your thunder here, so I won't say his name.
You want to go right into your list?
Yeah.
Go into yours.
I'll go to mine.
Go into yours.
Mine is almost identical to fucking Duffy's.
I was gonna say you two are going to be similar.
There's one player changed out.
I have to throw because he's been one of my favorites for a while, and Blake Corum took him out for me, and that is my boy Jake Long, one of the most exciting.
Lineman guy.
One of the most exciting linemen.
He's your
to
honorable
watch.
mention, right?
Yeah, he's my honorable mention.
I'll say mine.
I had to mention him.
I'll say
there.
my honorable mention after you do your list.
Yeah, makes sense. Blake Corum, same thing. He made it in my list. He won the Natty, put the team on his back. It was his team. JJ could be it as well, but Blake, touchdown record, all that, you got to put him in there. Aiden Hutchinson to break us out of that doom of losing to fucking Ohio State. D lineman, all the sacks, high energy. Then he goes on the Lions. Like, that's another little love that
I think that's helping.
I know it is, because we still get to see him, and he's playing
His
well.
fucking motor was.
My number 3, which is probably your honorable mention. That's why you didn't say it, so thank you. Brandon Graham, man.
Yes.
He was so fun to watch, and that was the era of when they were starting to be bad. I could have put a lot of defensive players here. BG was a year older than us. I think he played at Crocker.
He played at Crocker.
And was a complete animal. He talks shit. He's still in the league.
Talking shit.
His
shit personality is incredible.
And it's amazing, and that's how he was at Michigan. And then Braylon and Chuck, always. Yeah. That's always my 1 and 2. I'll let you go, and then I'll hit my couple more honorable mentions.
Yeah, so 5 would be JJ for me.
Okay.
You got to have just last night. He's got to be in my 5 favorites. 4, Hutchinson.
Love it.
And then this is where I'll kind of get a little bit different from you guys. 3, and he's one of my favorite players even today. I wish he was on a better team, but Jabril Peppers.
Yeah. Peppers was the man.
I love Jabril, and he played at such a swagger on that defense too.
He played everywhere.
Yeah,
I wish they would have put him in a position and let him just dominate instead of moving to linebacker.
They almost tried to towards the end.
Moving to linebacker, to safety, to corner, to fucking DN.
Let him thrive somewhere.
Let him be something.
Yeah, I
right?
get that.
But yeah.
So Jabril 3, and then 2.
That was Brady Hoke, right?
Yeah. And then 2. This is only because I watched him in high school. It's still in person the greatest catch I saw.
Don't put him on that list. Come on. Man.
I loved watching Donovan Peoples-Jones, and I know he wasn't an all-timer or anything like that at Michigan, but
had a big catch this week.
Yeah,
for the Lions.
I watched him his 2 years at Cass Tech, and then I watched him go play for a school I've rooted for since I was young.
Gotcha.
You're going to be one of my favorite Wolverines.
Is that high up though?
Maybe not that high up. No, he's not that high up. I should probably shuffle him to 5, and then
move
2,
everything
3,
else.
4
Okay.
up.
That makes more sense.
But by far, my favorite Wolverine of all time, he's the first player I really started watching, was Denard Robinson.
Yeah, that's why I did.
It was an honorable mention.
Denard was that era that I was talking about.
That's my era. Yeah.
Jabril was also
that's my
in there.
growing
Jabril
up.
was great, man.
Rashawn Gary, I wanted to try to throw in.
I didn't like him. I wasn't a big fan of him at Michigan.
Jordan Lewis, I loved watching.
He was great. He was
J-Lo
good.
was awesome. And talk about another kid that, obviously, I coached when he was in high school at that point. Fuck. But watching him, I'm just like, he was at Cass Tech, and like watching him cover our kids, and he never
just put a blanket on him.
He didn't have to get out of a back pedal.
Yeah, that's
how
ridiculous.
smooth he was in high school. And the one-handed pick against Wisconsin was
Awesome.
fucking
Amazing.
the most incredible catch. I wish he's. I know he's had injury, and he plays for the fucking Cowboys. That hurts a little bit, but I love Jordan. I had to throw it in there because he was incredible to watch.
What about the linebacker? You said
Devin Bush?
Oh,
Dude, he was like he kind of like.
That's what I was like. Who the hell is the other player on that Jabril
So we
defense?
have what? Junior Colston and
Junior Colston was really fun to watch this year.
And
He has
who's
been. Bush
think-
was incredible.
Who's the other one I can't think of right now?
On our team?
Yeah, we have two good linebackers, Junior Colston and
Defensively, you could get real deep on this list.
I mean, you could go Sanders still, too. Mikey was a 6-year senior.
Ajabo was great to watch on the other side of Hutch.
So what Mikey did, I don't think a lot of people understand playing receiver for your first 2 years and being a pretty good receiver, and then your secondary leaves and they're like, "Hey, we want you to play safety," and then you go ball out. You fucking do what he did this year,
Right.
Oh my god,
It's incredible.
his
I mean, we
draft
might have
stock
two-
went-
We might have 2 first-round picks in
And
that secondary.
typically, like, wideouts can't tackle.
Well, Will can't come out this year, so
Yeah.
Potential. Is Sanders, I don't think Sandersville's coming out, is he?
Yeah.
yeah, he has.
He's
to.
a six.
He's
It's a
senior?
6 year.
All right, my fault. Yeah.
Yeah, the COVID year too. So
Two with Will coming.
I mean, obviously the one that we left
Will
off.
be a first
Will, yeah.
That everyone should say. I think there's 2, and that's Dez and Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's
But
For what?
that we left off the list.
yeah. Tom Brady was.
Yeah.
I mean, those are 2.
So when he got to the NFL in 2000, he's the reason I switched my number to 12.
Right. So I was a big Lamar Woodley fan.
Oh,
Lily.
He's from Saginaw, I believe. He came into the finish line when I was working there. I shook the guy's hand, and I swear he tickled right here.
yeah.
Like, he had the largest hands I've ever
That's-
shaken.
there's
And
a-
I've never felt so small as a person.
There's a
when I
few
shook
running
his
backs we talked about: Mike Hart,
Yeah.
Chris Perry,
Those are-
Anthony A. Train Thomas.
You know who I left off, and I got to shout him out only because I played football with his brother. But again, Karan Higdon.
Higdon.
He came to my football games. I watched basketball games with him at Utica.
It's pretty
Played
sick.
with his brother Kayvon, and then I get to see his brother play, not just play, be pretty damn good in the big house. Karan Higdon. He'd be my top 5 only because I kind of knew him on a semi basis.
I mean, they had. I mean, we're leaving a ton out
Those
of
were
here.
some fun years.
But
Chris Evans that year with
Chris
him.
Evans. I know I'm not quite senior, but I really enjoyed watching Amara Darbo for a couple years.
Mario-
what about
Marty
Manningham? What about who was the kick return guy?
The Notre Dame catch, Roy Roundtree.
Roundtree. I forgot about him.
Roundtree.
What about Sam McGuffey?
I don't know.
Jay Patterson.
Wah wah.
1 year at Michigan, Jake Rudock. That was like
He played. Dude, he balled out.
Dude,
I
and
thought
then
he
he
was-
came and had a couple good plays for the Lions.
I thought he was going to be our backup.
That
Yeah, I
was
did
I
too.
thought he was going to be. Our
I
backup
really did. I was pumped for that.
that was Harbaugh's best quarterback before.
before JJ.
It's
Well,
supposed to be
before
Shea, but
Yeah, Shea sucked.
Jay sucks.
Shea was
Piece
underwhelming.
of shit.
He's playing for the Michigan Panthers now, though.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Go
Yawn.
Panthers. Fuck you and your cougar sound.
Hey. Come
All
on
right,
now.
what do we got next?
All right. That actually brings us to the last segment here, and that is the picks.
Our picks. So Dill, I hate giving you props, but
Had a good week.
you were 5 for 5.
Wow, this guy over here, 5 for 5.
Josh and I.
We're not talking Arby's, baby. Ooh,
No, it's Wendy's.
I
$5
missed that.
biggie bag.
No, bro.
Stop it.
Arby's used to have 5 roast beefs for $5.
5 for 5, baby.
They used to have 5 for 5,
Roast
bro.
beef, cheddar.
Bring them. Now my $5 one
All right,
cheesy gordita
so
crunch.
That
Half of
brings our total records. Josh and I went 3 and 2. Brings our total record. Me 26 and 17. Josh and Dill are both 24 and 19.
2-pack.
Caught some land
So
ground.
we are gonna jump into all of the playoff matchups this week.
Yeah. Let's go.
So the first one, weird line, scares the shit out of me. Browns at Texans. Browns are -2.5. That's a weird line for that game.
Yeah, but Browns are. I mean, I'm Browns -2.5 all day, and I'm really glad Houston made playoffs because what a fun season it's been for them. I don't think many people thought they would be already in the playoffs.
Yeah,
But that Cleveland defense is a stone wall.
I hate giving props to an Ohio State guy, but CJ Stroud is balling out.
There is arguments that he's top 5 QB in the league right now.
I mean, he's pretty good
right now.
He's
as a
really good.
freaking
I
rookie.
mean, talk about
he was an MVP conversation in week 15.
Here's
Before he got hurt.
I'm saying this,
Yeah.
that this is one of my favorite games because I like both teams, and one's led by an Ohio State fucking Buckeye, and the one's in the state of fucking Ohio, Cleveland. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but
Like, that's disgusting.
I love Sleepy Joe.
Dude, Joe Burrow.
Flacco.
Flack. Dude, falling asleep on the sideline. He looks fucking vintage Flacco. He's going to come out there and
You're going Browns.
I'm not taking Texans.
Damn. It's also impressive because Cleveland's doing this without
they're my hype train team this year.
Cleveland's
I love
without
it.
Nick Chubb. Deshaun Watson goes down. They bring in someone else. Flacco. I mean, that team's just going through it.
I just think the story ends. They're at home and they're Cleveland's give.
They are, but I'm going Browns. Just for the simple fact that, like Dill said, their defense is lights out.
It's unreal.
The Flacco story is great, and I'm not like Houston's defense is pretty good.
It is.
I'm not taking
That's gonna be a good game.
We forget that
Will
they're
Anderson's defensive rookie of the year.
and we forget their head coach is D'Amico Ryans, who's a defensive guru.
Great.
He has, but Will Anderson's been
When Anderson lit up, he started popping off.
I wanted him to bet.
another game. Here we go.
It'll be a good game.
We'll jump
It'll
into
be
the Dolphins Chiefs. Chiefs minus 4.5. Take this one first.
That one's painful.
Playoffs, Mahomes, Chiefs.
Yep, I'm going Chiefs.
Dolphins are good. They're not playoff tested though.
So here's one thing about the Chiefs. As bad as they've looked on
Tyreek
offense,
homecoming.
I know he's coming home, but the Chiefs defense
That's good.
is only giving up like 19 points a game.
The Chiefs D is good.
The Chiefs D is why they're in the playoffs.
It is.
It's not-
1,000%.
it's not Mahomes.
1,000% it is. But I do. Miami's kind of been exposed when they played better teams this year. They put up a fight against Buffalo last week, but I agree with what you're saying. KC playoffs, I don't know if Miami's ready for that. They're close. I'm not
Not
locking
there yet.
in that, but if I had to put money on it today, give me KC with the points.
All right, and then
Casey's minus points.
Or
KC minus 4.5.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Minus 4.
Yeah, give me
and
KC
then
minus
talk
4.5.
about an ugly spread.
Wait, who'd you take?
Oh, I took the Chiefs.
Okay.
We're all
I
on
said it
KC.
right after you.
Yeah.
This one is ugly. Steelers Bills minus 10.
No, I think TJ Watt's out.
Is he?
I know he got hurt, but I thought
thought
he
he-
came back out.
I thought he was
My
out.
buddy, I didn't look closer on the way here. My buddy was texting. He said if TJ Watt's out, they're going to be cooked. I guess he's not quite healthy.
10's a lot of points in a playoff game. I know it's a wild card, but like Mike
Steelers
Tomlin
at Buffalo.
Yeah. In this game, so Chandler made a good point earlier. It's supposed to be like 25 to 30 mile an hour winds the entire time. I'm going Steelers to cover.
I'm gonna be a nasty game. I'm taking Steelers as well.
I'm going Buffalo. Buffalo's firing.
They are.
Buffalo's firing,
I-
and Steelers are so freaking lucky to be here.
I still think
They're
the
so
Bills
lucky.
could win by 7.
Yeah,
I
still
agree.
think
I
they
just
won
think
by 7.
10's too big for a.
I
a
understand.
wildcard game.
You guys, I'm assuming you guys both think Buffalo's going to win.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
But
they're just not
I-
going to cover.
I still think they cover.
And then we got
Buffalo
we're gonna
minus
go
10.
to a game that may mean something to us. We'll jump onto the NFC side of things. We got Pack and the Cowboys. Cowboys open up at minus 7.5.
I'll start. Pack money line. Give me it.
I'll give it. You're taking points. Got it. You're taking those points.
Packers have been playing good lately, but I'm not sold on them. And
Jordan
you know
loves the next one.
I hate picking Dallas, but I'll go Dallas with the points. I don't think Green Bay's.
You pick Dallas every week.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
And you always say I hate Dallas, but I'm going to pick.
I'm
I
going
do
to
hate
take the
Dallas,
Pack to
but
cover.
game
I think
recognizes game.
I do think Dallas is going to win, but 7.5 is also.
7.5 is a lot.
You got to win by more than a touchdown.
And
so
Cowboys head coach. What's his name?
Mike
McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy.
He's fucked up the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Making a call,
Hey.
losing by right at the last second, right?
won't catch a happier person than
And-
me if Packers win
And
that.
all I got to say is the Cowboys are typically a good team, and then they just do
They fall
something
off.
stupid
the fall off
in
is
the
coming.
playoffs.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
so hey, it's gonna happen sometime.
All right, that brings us to the
Monday night.
Eagles Bucks. Eagles open up at minus 3 at the Bucks.
Man, that game is. I
AJ Brown
think that
prob-
might be the best game of the weekend.
Well, that's why it's the Monday night.
Yeah.
AJ Brown probably not playing.
Yeah, that yeah. Even Devontae got banged up too. I mean, he's playing.
Jalen Hurts. Was
Jalen's
banged up with
Hurts'
that
finger was
Hurt.
like this.
It was a fucking
Eagles are
U.
going through it, man.
Gross.
It's been a grind of a
I don't
season
care. I'll
for
go
them.
first again. I was not impressed by the Eagles, but I also wasn't impressed by the Bucks against Carolina. 3 field goals. You got about 7 minutes here. 3 field goals. Didn't look good against Carolina. The Eagles got to get it right they're too good of a team to not beat the Bucks. I'm going Eagles.
It's kind of my thing too. I mean, I know they're banged up, but it lines up so perfectly for Bucks to be a spoiler. But Eagles have been here. They're not going to lose this to the Bucks. And three is not enough points.
Baker,
If you said like 6.5 or something like that, but I think Eagles cover. Eagles cover.
All on the Eagles to win by 7.
Yeah.
And that brings us to.
I put my thing in there.
That's disgusting.
Ooh, how'd that do?
Are you gonna puke?
You got any more in there?
Not really.
We're good.
No,
Go on.
no. You good?
You want my water?
Nope.
All right. Well, Josh, for those of you not watching and just listening, Josh just drank his Red Bull that he put his smelling salt in.
That's
That
taste.
hurt. That hurt.
Okay, keep
It's
going.
almost like drinking a spitter.
Yikes.
Let's go
Yikes.
to the most. This is going to probably be the most talked about game for the.
It's the biggest Lions game all three of us have watched in our life.
Matthew
Today.
Stafford is coming back to Detroit with the Rams, who have been very hot lately. Mm-hmm. But Detroit is hosting their first playoff game in 30 years, and oh man, I've seen so much of and I get it. I've talked about it before. I love Matthew Stafford. I loved him when he was here. I loved what he did for the city. But this week, you got to see red. You have to see red if you're the Lions. We can't do anything stupid to stop. Don't play a fucking montage video for him. Don't play welcome home videos.
No,
This is a
he
fucking-
is the enemy of the state this week.
I just, you guys know my feeling about Stafford when right after he left. And the Detroit Rams fans really fucking annoyed me. I understand that what he did for us here, but he's no longer a Lion. You don't have to drop everything you're doing to cheer for him. I didn't cheer for Verlander in Houston either. I know people said that they did, and everyone has
never root against him.
Everyone has their own opinion. You don't have to root against him but
Well, no,
he's
Stafford's
going
first
out
2
and
years.
doing better with another team.
No, Stafford's first 2 years, I rooted against him.
Yeah, because it
affected the Lions
directly
draft
affected.
pick.
This year, I was cheering for Stafford again. I wanted the Rams to do good. And now I just, I hope Detroit ends his career. Not hurt him. Just take him out. Done.
I mean,
Over.
here's the thing. Part of why you go to other fan bases that have had success. If they had a quarterback that was there for
Well, Tom Brady.
10 seasons, I know. Dude, that's so hard because that's such a greatness. I'm just saying medial success, not a dynasty. If they had a quarterback that was there for 10 years and never brought you a playoff win, at the end of the day, should he be honored? And this is coming from me. You guys know I love Stafford. Should he be held on the pedestal that he is? What did he bring Detroit?
Nothing.
We didn't get a playoff
Is
win.
he starting to see the light?
No,
I've never heard
Ever.
you say this.
I know.
Ever.
I know. But now we're playing Stafford.
So
I love
So
Stafford.
this week you don't like him?
No. If Stafford crushes us, put it on camera. If Stafford crushes us in this season, you're a 3.5 point favorite, I think,
3.
against the Rams at home in your first playoff game in 30 years. Your roster is top to bottom better than the Rams. The only position that I think the Rams have an advantage is quarterback. And I bet Goff's foaming at the mouth too. I took you guys to a Super Bowl, and you're going to trade me and a bunch of picks.
I think
For a guy that's older than me, Goff is foaming too. But put it on camera. If the Lions lose and Stafford bodies us, my signed Stafford jersey is getting burned.
Wow. We'll do it on the show.
We'll do it on the show.
We won't have to because the Lions are going to win.
I agree.
And I'm taking the Lions, too. I know that.
We all took the Lions. I checked.
You are expected to win this game.
Jared Goff, you said he is the one that got disrespected.
He got disrespected more than anyone.
Stafford left on
by a lot.
Stafford left on his terms,
and he left on good terms.
Right. There's no bad blood. He comes back, whatever. He loves the city. Half of our city fucking cheer for him in the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah.
Including me. We weren't in it.
I didn't. I want him to lose.
I know. If the Lions aren't succeeding and winning, go Staff.
Yes,
but but when
you have picks directly, reflecting to
sure,
them,
yeah,
right.
I forgot about the picks, but yeah.
So my thing is that they pulled him. I can't remember who the player is in the playoffs. Goff didn't start, and they put a different quarterback in to start a playoff game because they didn't trust in Goff that much.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Goff finished that game, and I don't know who the player is. I can't think of his name right
either.
now. But the disrespect that McVay had for Goff was unbelievable, and how they left and how he was disrespected on that team. Goff's the only one that has bad blood in this.
He should be more pissed than any player on either side of the ball every play.
And McVay might be mad because Goff did say he was going to pipe his girlfriend or whatever, and that was fucking hilarious. I mean, you don't say that, but fucking funny, right?
You say it.
You say it.
But it's Goff. Goff is one, and who's going to have his back? Dan Campbell and the boys are going to want to win it for him. Obviously, they want to win it for this, Detroit and everything, and for themselves. But there's going to be a little extra in there. And Goff's the player that he doesn't ride too high or low,
no,
and that's him.
He keeps cool, level head.
He keeps cool.
You might see a different Jared Goff.
You might, but if he goes out there and wins this game, he's getting a 3-year deal with Detroit.
Not only that, if he goes out there and win this game, Stafford's not remembered in the city.
Stafford already isn't, man.
No, I know. I'm adding that to the point that I saw a few tweets that were like, well, at least it's a win-win for our city either way.
Who?
I just couldn't even comprehend it.
That makes me sicker than that fucking drink I just drank.
He wouldn't send Twitter handles because Chan was about to snap.
Oh my god.
I can't handle that. Some of it were relatives, and I'm like, win-win scenario either way.
Stafford is a fucking...
He's the number one
Ram.
enemy of the state this week, period.
And here's the thing, with our franchise of being how bad it is, right? It's never been good. So the people that stand out are the best of the best, okay? So that's why your Kelvin stands out. That's why your Barry stands out. Did they ever win anything? No. But they were...
It's different when you're that position.
When you're that good at the sport, you stand out. Stafford could have been that for us if he led us and won some games. And I know it's not all on one person.
Fault.
Football is...
I've defended Stafford more than anyone.
Yeah, and it's a team game, and there's
a
lot that he had, a lot... Those teams are great. When we went in, 9, we had the second best defense in the league.
When we played the Saints. That was when we played the Saints.
That was a great team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Half of the ball... Stafford's not playing that side of the ball.
No.
But...
Well, we had a couple good defenses, and we won games those years. You never got a playoff one.
They weren't ever close in the playoffs. The closest game they had
was the face mask.
Was the Pettigrew
no call.
The flag pickup. They weren't ever in the game with the Saints.
Nope.
They were never in the game with the Seahawks.
Nope.
It was night and day who was
we
the
snuck
better
in.
team.
We snuck in.
Right? And we are favored at home against a team that, I don't want to say limped, but they got hot to get into the playoffs. They caught heat
at the end. Earlier in the year, people were like, oh, man, this is it for the Rams. Stafford's old, Cup's hurt. This is it. And now here they are. There's no reason.
I just think Stafford, after this year, I keep saying that he's going to retire after this year. What does he have to play for?
He won a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl.
His body's breaking down.
And
he's a
how great would it be to go out in the building that you started in?
It'd be cool.
He's never came back to Detroit since he's been in L.A.
No, we went there.
It was bound
Lions
to happen.
went to L.A.
So, yeah, if he played in the regular season and people stood up and cheered for Stafford, I'd be okay with it. Before
regular season, 100%.
Before the game,
100%.
cheer. But then when the game goes on,
I would expect it in the regular season.
I don't want to see 9 jerseys.
No.
Well, I mean, there's the
No.
funny videos out right now that Ford Field is banning Matthew Stafford jerseys.
I mean,
It should
to
be
walk
banned.
in. Here's the thing.
You
I
can't
think there's-
wear
so
the
there's
number of the other
opponent.
team's quarterback.
No, I think here's the thing. I think there's just so much emotion, right? Like nobody. I don't think anybody wanted this to happen. Like nobody wanted.
No.
When he
I
left,
didn't.
nobody thought this would ever. I don't think we ever thought this would happen. Like
No.
Stafford's coming home, and our season depends on beating him.
I mean,
It's a sweet story, but
great
like
story.
I think that's why emotions
And
are
I love
so
what you
high.
said. It makes sense for him to retire. It should he lose.
And he might try to come back to the Lions if he loses. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I'd be trying to come back here.
I love you, Goff, but like, you
has-
tell me Stafford's on this team
J-Mo's
instead of Goff.
J-Mo's a borderline Pro Bowler.
I feel bad that we're talking as much as we are about Stafford because, again, my thoughts on Detroit. In the only fear you have going in this game, you can't get out McVade. You know, our defense has had some exposure this year.
That's what
They've tightened up.
I don't think.
But if McVay draws up the right game, if he draws up the right game plan, it's a long night. I get it. I misspoke.
No. He's laughing at me.
Yeah, because I was about to say something too, and I left it.
If McVay gets hot on those X's and O's,
Here's my thing: you shut down the run,
Which we've done.
which they've done all year, and they might be 1 or 2. I don't know that stat off the top of my head, but
they
they're
were
one of them.
entering Dallas.
So and Pollard looked like shit
Pollard didn't
against
do much,
them,
and neither did Minnesota.
And Minnesota didn't run the
So
ball.
I would assume we're one.
So say we're 1. We shut down Williams,
Take out Kyron.
take out Kyron, and what does that make you do? Stafford's got to beat you. Get him uncomfortable. Get him out of the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it firsthand for 12 years.
I know, but he has. You're talking about one of the best play designers in the league who has 2 very good receivers.
How did you beat-
with a good quarterback?
And I'm not comparing the two, but how did Brady lose? What did you have to do?
Take away the run.
You had to make him uncomfortable. You had to get him moving. Not saying Stafford's more athletic
Got
than
to bring
Brady.
pressure.
Stafford is more agile. I mean, he's older now, but then Goff.
Still throws
He,
from any arm angle.
He can move and throw. Yeah, exactly. Throw from any arm angle. You need to get him out of the pocket. You got to get him moving. You got to make him uncomfortable.
Pressure. Make him make a mistake,
You got to do
which we know Stafford can do.
Is Houston
what-
back? Do we know is Houston back?
I
this
haven't
week?
heard anything.
I haven't heard of
And
it.
I know
that's tough.
McNeil's,
I know we got McNeil. I know we got Gardner.
which is going to be huge. I think that's really big for
CD
the.
Ducey's back.
CD
Deuce
Houston's back. It's
Both
going to be
played.
like 3rd and long he's in.
But
I don't know.
But is he like?
haven't checked
Is
on
he
it.
back?
That's what I needed. That's like
Like, that
that's
would
a
be
huge
huge.
because if
And-
he's back and you got him and Hutch, that's
Is-
in McNeil pressing from the inside.
Is anyone injured on L.A.? I know Cup's been in and out, but
Cuff him
he's
banged up,
playing.
but other than that, for
So
the
you
most part,
so you got Cup and you got Puka, which stole St. Brown's spot for the Pro Bowl.
Complete horseshit.
Horseshit, he's dyeing his hair blue. I love Saint. Love Saint.
Our players want it more. Our players are better than their players. You just can't get out
Our
coached.
roster's better.
You just can't get out coached.
I think it is the Michigan Bama when that game started.
We all knew we were the better team.
Everyone said Bama, Bama, Bama. Everybody did.
But everyone knew Michigan was the better football
Right.
team.
And then what happened? The game started, and it was like, oh, this is just a fucking team. It's not Bama. We can beat them. It's just
Don't get out coached. Just
Don't get
that's-
out-coached.
That's the only factor.
I don't want Campbell to be a factor of why.
I think he's
In this
learned-
game.
He's learned. So
Take points, get the dub, and let's fucking celebrate.
right. So we're all on it. We're all on the Lions. We all took the Lions. So go Lions. We're excited. I'll be watching from Arizona. I wish I could watch with you guys. I'm sure we'll FaceTime each other. Hopefully,
I'm gonna lock myself in a room.
Well,
I'm
hopefully
gonna
your kid-
I'm angrily watching
hopefully
this
your
game.
kid decides to wait. But anyways, go Lions. We appreciate all of you. Thank you for continuing to support us and continuing to listen to Three Dumbasses. So have a great day.
Comment,
Go Blue.
like, let us know what you want to hear, and let us know what you think of how we're doing.
At least
Good or
keep the
bad.
baby in on Sunday, babe.
Go Blue. Go Lions. MCDC for president. Love you guys.
Woo!